Thought you got rid of me, didn't you? Huh? Thought you got rid of me? No. No, let me tell you something, bro. All you did was piss me off even more. You got involved in something that had nothing to do with you. You can keep heaving, bro, because on December 16th, you and the Bulldog are going down. As far as that tramp goes of yours, that little manager, when are you going to wake up and realize she's using you, dude? That's why I walked away. But you know what? December 16th, you, Bulldog, you guys ain't getting in my way. Because I will have my title back. I will beat that coward, Damien Bennett. You got a problem with that? Forget about it.
Wrestling fans, it is your host, Mr. Green, and we have ourselves a nice contest to open this thing up, featuring a young lady that I've had yet to have the opportunity to call, and this will be a first for me, the Duchess, Ayzali. And she plops down there at ringside, not very pleased with the fans in the building right now. Sounds like the ring announcer kind of butchered the name there, but we'll go with it. The Duchess, Ayzali. And for those of you that are unaware of the Duchess and her background, she does have lethal ability inside the ring, including having a background in boxing. So she's got lethal hands. You see that shirt that Braun Strowman walks around with, could get these hands? Well, the Duchess is able to put a beat down on some people with some of that, but since moving over to a grappling phase, she knows how to unleash lethal hits with various portions of her body. So that young lady doing the circle around the ring right now, Harlow or Hara, will have to watch out, as she is arguably one of the more successful students to come out of the APCW dungeon, as the ring announcer likes to say. I think he's about to say it now. Harlow is coming in with a new challenge to face her. Of course, as I said, arguably one of the top students of the game. She along with Allister, Crowe, Damien Bennett, Jordan Kingsley, really represent the APCW school to the fullest. And they have new people coming in and out of there every day. Want to be in the ring and learn as they did, contact APCW. Twisting wrist lock by O'Hara. Brilliant counter by the Duchess to a wrist lock of her own. Nearly drives Harlow down to her knees. And as I said, since moving on from boxing, the Duchess has gone and dedicated herself fully into a grappling environment. And I can tell you that I've seen her matches. This is the first time I had the chance to call the match. Really big joy for me. You see, the Duchess was trying to figure out a way to get out of that reversal from Harlow, but before she could do it, side headlock applied, and I think there was that leverage, size, and strength by the Duchess. She was able to break it down into a hammerlock. And as he's joined with the fans, that could prove to be a little less fruitful and concentrating on the match. Drop toe hold by Harlow O'Hara. And I think the Duchess was not expecting Harlow to be quite as good, and she's frustrated. That's the other portion of what the Duchess is known for. She is known for telling people that she's a lady. However, if you have to constantly remind people that you're a lady, that does kind of bring it into question. She's back into the ring, charges in full throttle, but just gets caught with a clothesline. You can see that there's a lot of effort put in there by Harlow. She seemingly hurt herself in a short arm clothesline. by O'Hara. Sends the Duchess down, and she is gasping for breath. That clothesline really took something out of her. And here comes Harlow again. Another short arm clothesline, this time with a sit out and go for the cover. 1, 2. The Duchess out at the 2 count. You can see that she was grabbing at her chest. I think those clotheslines have really forced a lot of air out of the lungs. But the Duchess is going to have to find a way to power through that as she's receiving several forearm shots to the side of the head. Harlow shoots her off into the turnbuckle, charges in. Another clothesline, this time into the turnbuckle. Comes in a second time. Lining up for a third. The Duchess tried to catch her with a kick, but that gets counted, sent over, and kicked right into the back of the knee. Looked like she may be breaking it down. Rear waistlock applied. Harlow with a German suplex. Harlow is now picking up the steam. 1, 2, no. A lot of desperation there. The Duchess comes out of it. And you can hear her. I don't think the Duchess was fully aware of how good Harlow is. This being a first-time matchup, as far as I am aware. And she's saying no. The referee's doing his job, though. He's asking her, do you want to give up? She says freaking no. Thank you, Duchess, for keeping a clean mouth there. Quick shot right there to the throat. I don't know how, that was pretty fast. I don't know if you caught that, but a quick open palm strike right there to the base of the throat, and then a trip just kind of pushed that. Nice. A nice move there. The Duchess caught her from the top and bottom, a knee strike right up into the abdomen, and a forearm shot down onto the back. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. And I say the Duchess does know how to dismantle her opponent. And when she is focused on what she's doing, it's a 2 count. When the Duchess is focused to win a match, she is as lethal as any woman I have ever seen in the ring. She's gone through a lot to up her game. Harlow doing the same thing. So who will come out on top of that? Time will tell. The Duchess just gets done rubbing her face into the mat. Hands clearly behind Harlow, knee strike by the Duchess. A second one as she drives O'Hara into the corner. Oh, my goodness, and a quick kick again into the abdomen. This time it is Harlow who's on the receiving end and having her air forced out through these vicious strikes. And a big chop right there across the chest. And the Duchess is having a good time. A second one with authority. But the Duchess is wasting time talking to the fan base out here and goes for a third chop. Harlow comes out of it. And Harlow now with a chop. And this is just flat out revenge by O'Hara. She's wanting to get a measure of a replay here. And 3 big chops charges in. Oh my. If you didn't believe me when I said the Duchess knows how to use various portions of her body as a strike, there you go. A big headbutt and puts her down at a 2 count. We got the referee, he just repeated it as a 2. I'm surprised that the Duchess was able to even concentrate to go for a cover after cracking skulls with each other there. But it was a desperation move. She had to do what she had to do in order to turn the tides, and now after several stomps in the back, looked like she may be going for the cover. No, sets her up. And perhaps a full Nelson from the seated position from the Duchess. And maybe a submission. Okay, now the Duchess is saying she said yes. We know that the referees, any good referee, is not going to take her opinion or take her word for it. Of course, the Duchess is going to say that she gave up, but Ayzali is not the authority of the ring. Although trying to get free. Bringing it up to a vertical base here. They are not in a standing position, but the full Nelson was still applied. Turned down to a rear waist lock. Harlow still trying to find a way out of it. Trying to break the grip of the Duchess. The Duchess holding tight. Harlow trying to sit out. Runs into the ropes. Holds on. The Duchess rolls through. Oh! Running knee strike. Hooks the leg. 2. And I would have thought that would have done it. Harlow back up and ready to go. The Duchess may have her thoughts discombobulated right now. She, after following that knee strike, she's trying to get it together. Harlow's trying to get it together on the other side. And she charges in. At this time, it is the Duchess that catches her. She tried earlier in the match, but she caught her this time, anticipating that charge and catching her with a big foot. Going for a cover, hooks the leg. Harlow out. Going for it again, hooks it in tighter. Sitting across the chest, hooks through both legs, but no. And there's frustration by the Duchess. But this time, I think that last effort, I believe, was just a little bit too much momentum by Ayzali as she hooked both legs and she tried to sit back. I think she worked against her own cause, and both ladies come out charging full throttle, and they both caught a clothesline. Both are with the same idea, and both got set down really hard on impact. Harlow's trying to get it back together, and she's back up, at least up to a knee and up to her feet first. The Duchess is still down. But Ayzali looks like she has a little bit of something left, but she is not aware that Harlow is in the corner and sizing her up for a strike. Charges in again, but this time there's only one with the clothesline, and it is O'Hara. And she catches her with a second one. Reverse elbow, drops the Duchess. Going for a cover again. Not enough authority on that cover. Ayzali has a little bit more power left in her than to do that. Both of these ladies have impressive finishing maneuvers. Again, for those that are not aware, the Duchess is known for her A to Z driver, a variation of a tombstone pile driver, and O'Hara known for her Harlow, which puts someone out in a quick submission, a suplex. Harlow pushing down for the cover, no. And now it looks like O'Hara may be getting a little frustrated as well. Not known for being frustrated in the ring, but perhaps the Duchess is more difficult than originally thought. Series of palm strikes, followed up with a Showdate palm strike right across the face. She's her in and drives in with the knee. Comes back through it, double knee strikes. And now Ayzali is feeling it. Goes for a big splash in the corner. Third time was not the charm. She's trying to get her breath. I think she came chest first across the turnbuckle top. And as I was just talking about the Harlow, O'Hara rolls through, hooks it in. She has the legs trapped in the chin, hooked. And that is it. That is it. I've seen many struggle, but none have broke free yet. The Harlow secures a victory for O'Hara again. And you can see that the Duchess trying to shake off the pain from across the jaw. There's the official announcement. Harlow O'Hara is the winner. Hopefully, and I say hopefully, I mean it was a great contest. And there she is again. She's trying to compose herself. But if all is right with the wrestling gods, we will have Ayzali, the Duchess, return somewhere in the future. I think she was as tough an opponent for O'Hara as she will ever see and ever have. And just judging by how she's holding herself now and trying to catch her breath, I would say that O'Hara would agree with me.
If you're looking to become a professional wrestler, then learn the ropes from WWE Hall of Famer, owner, and head trainer Robert Gibson of the Rock and Roll Express. APCW is a full-service academy and promotion with adult and youth programs available. Not only will you learn proper in-ring work and psychology from an 8-time tag team champion, but as a student, you'll get the opportunity to apply what you've learned in front of live crowds at the APCW shows. APCW is located at 7575 Owl Creek Drive, Douglasville, Georgia, just 25 minutes outside of Atlanta. For more information, call 478-257-8442 or email at apcwdouglasville@gmail.com.
Next match here on the APCW's event. They're monthly events, by the way, and for more information on that, be sure to go to their APCW Wrestling Academy Facebook page to stay up to date with that. And of course, now there's an APCW website. So you can get on that, you can see the videos, you can get the information, join the mailing list. Make sure that you stay tuned to everything APCW. But as it is now, we have the former APCW Tag Team Champions, the Dirty Blondes, coming back into the house. Lover Boy Leo Bryan, Pretty Boy Michael Patrick. I can only imagine that this match will do wonders for them should they manage to be victorious. The Dirty Blondes easily wanted to regain the APCW Tag Team Championships, which they unfortunately relinquished, and I use relinquished loosely, to the current champions, Carolina Fight Club. But tonight, they have to deal with two of the biggest stars that APCW has, the favorites of the promotion, if you will, Allister Crowe and Jordan Kingsley. And these two guys have made a fantastic tag team earlier. The question will be tonight, can they go up against a polished tag team such as the Dirty Blondes? Allister Crowe, who enjoys the psych game. If you don't believe me, just stare him in his eyes. Of course, that, and along with his mixed martial arts background, being able to submit a man and joint manipulation. Crowe. As I was stating, Crowe has a background in being able to submit a man pretty easy, and of course with that MMA, he has a background in joint manipulation. So if he can ground an individual, getting them to tap out may not be that difficult for him. Kingsley, quite simply, may be one of the best pure athletes I've seen enter into a wrestling ring. As the Dirty Blondes, of course, the fans are getting on them for sharing a friendly hug between partners. But regardless of how that might come off, these guys are partners. And I expect to have a lot more continuity between the two, just on the surface looking at them, because they have been together longer. They've been a team, and they have been the former champions. Walking into this match, I would say that the odds in the favor of the Blondes, whether that be a popular decision or not, I have to call it like I see it, as we have the Lover Boy drive Kingsley into the corner. Leo is backing himself up from Kingsley, but I don't think that I don't think he being the Lover Boy is a stupid man. I think they're very smart and aware of how good both these guys are, and I don't believe that they would take them lightly. Oh my goodness, look at that. A full flip through, and again, that athleticism. No-handed flip. And now he has the Lover Boy in a bad situation. But that wrist lock tags off to Crowe. Crowe caught him with a quick kick right in the arm. Looks like the bullseye's been drawn on the left arm of the lover boy, but he gets out with irate tags out to the pretty boy. Arm drag, and a deep sinking arm drag takes the pretty boy down. And this is not where he wants to be as it relates to Crowe. Got that arm barred out. You got to know that Crowe is thinking a few steps ahead. Where can he go next as far as hooking in a body part? The pretty boy is back up to his feet. Do not take him lightly. Wrist lock applied. Tag is made. Referee calls it. Nice drop kick, and again the target being on the left arm. It started off with the lover boy. Now it's the pretty boy, Michael Patrick, who took a quick shot. Kingsley saying, I just want to wrestle. And perhaps the Dirty Blondes were not expecting this level of continuity between two guys who technically are not listed as a tag team. However, they have trained together, so that might be enough, but a big elbow. Looks like they might be changing the gears here. And here comes the lover boy Leo, charges in, but Kingsley's able to float over the top and a drop toe hold. And immediately comes up with a side headlock. And look at the face of Kingsley. It almost comes off as too easy. Lover boy now grabbing that hair, trying to find some way to escape. He is not in a good position right now. Leo Bryan gets himself back up to his feet, holds it tight, shoots him off, but Kingsley holds on to that side headlock. So the effort to shoot him off was denied. Now Leo drives him into the corner. The lover boy looking for the break. And once it is broken, a knee lift. And face first into the turnbuckle. Tag is made, and this is where the Dirty Blondes will start to take control and kick into the abdomen. Pretty boy twisting out that arm. Controlling the wrist, rolled through by Kingsley. And a reversal sends the pretty boy down. You can see the lover boy Leo arguing with the referee. Quick stomp there onto the shoulder, and I think that the Blondes have lost that momentum again to the ropes. Drop toe hold, sends him down. Kingsley holding on to the leg, and now hooking around the chin. The body sends him over for a cover, but out at the one. Michael Patrick trying to find his way out of it. Michael Patrick, the pretty boy, but he's not looking very pretty right now. As Kingsley holds Patrick in the corner. No! Only to be slung in by his partner. A big clothesline. A quick break up there by the lover boy. Drop kick and a second one. Now that is some athleticism. He caught one from Allister Crowe, and on the way down, Kingsley catches him with a second one, not missing a beat. Pretty boy now sends him into the turnbuckle. And not for nothing, I know that Kingsley and Crowe have been pretty much in control of this match, but Tucker make the clothesline, catches it from both of them. Kingsley was able to dodge one, dodge the second, but the third time was the charm as the Blondes did a double team clothesline from both sides of the rope. As I was saying, not for nothing, they seemed like they were in control, they being Kingsley and Crowe for a good portion of this. But the Blondes are an old school, rough tag team. Do not sell them short. And it doesn't take a bunch of high-flying moves to get the job done. Because what they do with precision and do with high impact, just like that forearm shot right across the top of the back, and he rakes the eyes with the laces of his boots. It looks like he may be going for another one of those subtle high impact moves, hold him high up for a suplex, brings him down, and he is really working that body now, and look at that. And again, it is the subtle things, not just a cover, but a cover with his knee driven across the face, right at the eyes, and the bridge of the nose. It's the little things. that can wear a man down. As he has a rear chin lock, sends him down, fist drop right into the face, pulls him back over, goes for the cover. 2, no. Hooks it down again. Rear chin lock, but this time he works the body flat to the mat. Loverboy Leo now in control. Kingsley unable to fly. This way he is able to do some of his most damaging work. Referee's trying to make sure that Kingsley's still in this. Doesn't look like he's very coherent right now. He's able to catch himself before he drops the arm for the 3rd time. Kingsley trying to get back up. The Loverboy trying to stop it, but he catches an elbow for the trouble. A second one. Reversal by the Loverboy into the ropes. Duck underneath the clothesline. Duck underneath the second one by Kingsley, but he does not miss that reverse elbow. Oh. Big stops by Loverboy Leo, which brings in Allister Crowe, and now the Dirty Blondes are having their way. Pretty boy Michael Patrick comes in, does a couple of stomps across the back. Kingsley trying to bring it up to his feet. There again, one of those old school moves, but there's efficiency in that, breaking the laces across the eyes. Measures him off with a fist drop. And again, look at that cover. The knee across the chest. Even in the cover, they take points away. I mean, if this were a game, they would be winning on points right now. Driving that weight down onto the chest, making sure he can't breathe, forcing him to work just to kick out. Walks him around, turns him towards his corner, drops him with a backbreaker. There's an art to this tag team thing, and the Dirty Blondes are as masterful as they come. Driving the foot right across the throat of Kingsley. And then you wound up raking the face. It looked like he caught a little bit of the eyes. The referee's warning the Pretty Boy on the outside. And on the inside of the ring, a shot to the abdomen and a toss down. And he goes over there and hits his partner for good measure, telling the referee, hey, stop him. This is where that tag team mastery comes into play. When they are able to manipulate the referee to do what they want him to do. Rear chin lock applied by the Pretty Boy. And of course the referee's asking the fans, hey, did they make the tag? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The damage has already been done. Kingsley is in a bad way right now. And if he doesn't make the tag, I would suggest that this match could be over quickly. Oh! Kingsley slips to the ropes, catches him with a very unique kick and a blockbuster off of the springboard. And that might be enough to turn the tide in the favor as the Pretty Boy just got caught. They were doing a great job of keeping Kingsley down and relatively on their side. Now the Pretty Boy, he's out. He's going the opposite way, reaching for the tag and rolled through by Kingsley. He makes the tag out to Crowe. Goes into the ring. Ducks underneath the clothesline. Catches him with a low drop kick right into the abdomen. Loverboy Leo tries to get the reversal. Shoots Crowe off. Goes for a body slam, but Crowe floats through. Catches him with a rear chin lock, and it looked like he might be trying to turn it to a rear naked choke. Pretty Boy saw that coming, comes in, drives that forearm right across the back. And now the Pretty Boy shoots Crowe in, but Crowe again with that reversal. Kingsley is able to catch and pulls the rope down. It looks like the Pretty Boy just hit the floor, and now it's the Loverboy by himself. Double hip toss. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Loverboy Leo out at the 2. Crowe is perched high. He's on the top rope. He's calling for it. Loverboy catches him, coming off with the high crossbody. A drop kick. Sends him down. Double cover. 3. I don't believe that. As popular as these guys are, you have to term this as a little bit of an upset. They just pulled a fast one. Crowe and Kingsley have just beaten the former APCW Tag Team Champions. And multiple-time Tag Team Champions at that. Not just in APCW, but in other promotions. The Dirty Blondes are no slouch. As popular as they are, you have to term this as a bit of an upset. And you can see the Blondes. This match would have done wonders to put them back up in the rankings, but didn't held through. Yeah, there was a strategy here. And regardless of whether you like Tommy Penirelli or not, oh my gosh, spear. Spear out of nowhere, and that might do it. I was going to say, regardless of whether you like him or not, it's a great strategy, but here comes Sean Sims. He just attacked the Bulldog. This has been going on for a long time. The Bulldog and Sims. I want to see him go, but I can't imagine that this would do anything dangerous. Penirelli just saved the control of being pinned. He looks like he's happy that Sims is there, but I'm not too sure. Sean's standing there like a shadow. It's a choke slam. Oh, man. Right across the back on top of the chain.
I won tonight. So now I'm the #1 contender, but I didn't earn that spot. I'm not accepting that #1 contender match. I need to prove myself. This is all about proving myself. Tommy, Italian crybaby, Sean Sims. December, APCW, right here in Douglasville. Christmas comes early for the Bulldog because I want you two jabrones. And I want to earn my #1 contender match.
So we just caught the recap. The story has been laid. It was last month when we saw the Bulldog, James Dillon, win the #1 contendership, but he won based on the interference of that man. Well, not that's the manager that instructed, but that man right there, Sean Sims. Angel, who had a plan in place in order to get even with her former charge. Tommy Penirelli sent Sean Sims out to do her dirty work, and in doing so, cost Penirelli and pretty much hand-delivered the #1 contendership to the Bulldog. So as I was saying, Sean Sims was the determining factor in that last match. The Bulldog did not take kindly to that. He did not pin, nor did he make Tommy Penirelli submit in order to win that #1 contendership. He verbally gave up the spot that he felt like he did not earn in order to earn his way into being a #1 contender for the APCW Championship. The management turned around, and what was originally going to be a match against a different competitor this evening was altered so that the winner of the three-way will challenge this evening for the championship. Which means now you have the former two-time APCW champion, Tommy Penirelli, who's been on a quest to get the championship back. He has his opportunity. Angel, who has been wanting to get championship gold back into her clutches for some time, she has her opportunity with her man Sean Sims, and the Bulldog, who has been saying that he has been overlooked and he deserves a championship shot. He also has this opportunity, and that opportunity will be instant. It will happen within the hour of this match. perhaps instant is a bit much, but you understand the point. The Bulldog, easily the most popular man in this matchup. A big favorite amongst APCW fan base. James Dillon, for all intents and purposes, is defending his #1 contendership in this match. And should he lose, he will give that up. I know some managers and wrestling aficionados would seem to question that decision, but James Dillon is a man of high moral character, and he wants to earn his way. As we see Penirelli and Sims, who also have issues with each other, just based on last month alone, and now we got the Bulldog stepping in, and they're pushing them off because they got their own thing to deal with. Here comes the Bulldog. He breaks it up. The bell is rung. So these are all legal shots. Up into the ropes goes the Bulldog. But Penirelli and Sims teamed up, however briefly, to put the Bulldog down. And now Penirelli. He just tossed a clothesline, but he was unable to put Sean Sims down. The big man has grown in terms of his power, his presence, his intimidation. It has all grown in recent months. And these two guys, the Bulldog and Sims, have had wars with each other. If there's any man that's in the APCW audience that knows how to handle them, it may be the Bulldog. Charges in, does Sims, misses the Bulldog, but he catches Penirelli. James Dillon shoots him off into the turnbuckle, charges it himself, catches it with a big uppercut. And Penirelli catches the Bulldog. A big kick, drops him down. And remember, this is the first pin. This is not elimination. The first person that gets the pinfall will go to the championship match. Looks like Sims may have caught a bad shot across the nose. Penirelli pokes him up, but the overpowering Sean Sims sends him to the floor. And now it is Sims and the Bulldog, a familiar sight as he charges in. An avalanche in the corner. And now it is the Bulldog, who's seemingly on rubber legs. Sims shoots him off again, and now he sizes him up for a second one. Second avalanche in the corner, goes to the cover, 2. Bulldog's able to get that left shoulder up off the mat. And that was a great time to go for the cover, did Sean Sims. That was expert in trying to take the opportunities as they present them. I'm sure Angel's on the outside giving instruction as well. And a series of rapid back elbows. Charges out. Goes up again, but this time catches the foot as the Bulldog was prepared for it. Tries a second time, but this time catches another foot. Bulldog up to the second rope. Sims it's hard for him to stay up there. Normally this is a hard man to get off his feet, but he went down and he catches an elbow. 2. Penirelli drags him out. I don't know if he caught Angel there in the corner. As much as she and Penirelli may have issues with each other right now, she's got to be praising the fact that Tommy stopped it. Penirelli just sends the Bulldog face first into the turnbuckle post on the outside. And now there's Tommy Penirelli, who's calling for some double teaming here. He said, let's get him out of here. But again, I cannot reiterate enough, this is not an elimination match. It is first pin to win. Penirelli knows that. Penirelli is a veteran. Penirelli is a smart man. He is also an island to himself, so he has to make his friends where he can. Big suplex. You can see that ring move with the impact. As he's calling, where's your Bulldog now? Sims, he's just wiping blood across him, goes for a cover. Penirelli stops it. Penirelli is, again, a veteran. He's got his head on a swivel. He's making sure that no pinfalls are going down as long as he can help it. Goes for a cover himself. 2, no. And that was fortunate for Sims that the Bulldog was able to kick out of it. Because again, he wasn't paying attention where Penirelli was. But he caught him that second time. He kicked him. And now Penirelli's upset about it. And so is Sean Sims. She's on the outside. She's just shouting instruction to her man. And now the Bulldog shoots Penirelli out to the floor. Oh, a forearm shot to the back of the head. The Bulldog kept his back turned to Sean Sims one time too many or too long. And now using the second rope to choke him out. Charges off into the other side. Oh, man. You talk about impact. Full body weight right across the back. Dropped on that throat while it's draped on the second rope. 2. I am surprised that the Bulldog had any life left in him for a kick out of any sort. And now we got the Bulldog, Sean Sims. If there's ever was a time to try to go for that victory, it's now while the third man is out. Sunset flip, reversal, drops an elbow, tried to drop an elbow, but he caught nothing but the mat. And that mat ain't no trampoline, folks. That is hard canvas. Wood and metal underneath that. Penirelli's back into the ring. Bulldog trying to go for a suplex, but Sims is blocking it. But now we got a double team by Penirelli and the Bulldog. Sims just went, and now we see, you see Angel on the outside. She is worried. You can see her, she's jumping up and down. She's pleading with her man, get back into this thing. Into the ropes. No, excuse me, into the turnbuckle. Penirelli comes in, but he catches the foot. And he catches the Bulldog. Great reaction time by Penirelli, but he got a spear on the other side of that. Well, I was giving praise for the reaction time of Penirelli, but give praise to the reaction time of the Bulldog as he fired out of that corner like a shot. And now it's Sims coming out of the corner. Kicking the abdomen, shoots the Bulldog onto the floor. A big monstrous elbow across the chest. 2, 3. And Angel is, okay. She's passing on some communication with the referee. I guess he has some other words, but that doesn't matter what was said there because ultimately she got what she wanted. Sean Sims has just won this #1 Contenders match. He will go on to the main event later on tonight, and Angel is so ecstatic she can barely contain herself. And she is laughing in the face of Tommy Penirelli, the man that she said she took to the championship, to his first championship, well, both his championships actually. That's what she claims. As we see Sean, if he didn't look monstrous before, look at him now. Taking his own blood and wiping it across his face like war paint. And he's yelling at the crowd. I mean, I think that he is worked up. He's just won the #1 contendership. He's bleeding from the nose. He is amped up and ready to go. And he's going to have to be ready to go again because he's got another match in front of him. Angel is over the moon with excitement right now. This potentially could be the best night of Angel's wrestling career as a manager. Now it is time for the APCW Tag Team Championship match. As I alluded to earlier, this could be the best night of Angel's professional career. She has already taken one of her men in her resume to the APCW Championship, but now, in the same night, potentially, she could take 2 men to the APCW Tag Team Championships, and Shawn Sims to the APCW Championship. And if she is able to do that, you believe me, you will never, ever hear the end of it. There he is, the Darkmon, and his partner, CB Suave. This is the team that Angel put together to challenge the reigning, defending tag team champions, the Carolina Fight Club. And it is an interesting unit that she's selected here. The Darkmon, who she does have some history with in the past. CB Suave. We have a technical wrestler here and a power wrestler that could make for a great unit. I don't know what kind of managerial strings she had to do to acquire this team, but the opportunity to be the tag team champions is clearly in front of her.
Let's go, come on.
And that is the most important thing on Angel's plate at this moment. Of course, later on tonight, that'll be the championship match.
Fight Club, baby.
And here comes the Fight Club, who are basically giving themselves an open contract to anybody that's wanted it. So we have the Fight Club coming back in the house for yet another tag team defense. And as I stated, they are pretty much open contract. Anybody that wants a shot against those championship belts, they have been game. And I guess you can't call yourself the Fight Club without being willing to fight. Like I said, I don't know what managerial strings Angel had to pull to get Suave and Darkmon together as a team. But it will be interesting to see them combine their forces to go after the championships. Although Suave, coming out to ringside, seemed a little bit more preoccupied with looking at himself in the mirror opposed to being prepared for the match. But maybe, just maybe, that's a little bit of a front. Time will tell. Maybe he will present a different aspect of himself once that bell rings. And speaking of which, it has just taken place. The crowd is clearly behind the Carolina Fight Club. And we are starting things off. CB Suave, and again, he's full of himself here. He doesn't have the mirror in his hand, but clearly he does think highly of himself as he is posing now for the camera. He does not seem entirely focused on the tag team championships. I guess if the tag team championships had to face a CB Suave on it, then he would probably be a little bit more apt to go for it with some aggressiveness. We have Jeff Lewis Neal in the ring right now, twisting out that arm of Suave. Adams on the outside, his partners. There you go, Jeff. The Fight Club takes this seriously. They are not going to take any team, regardless of how long they've been together, lightly. Because every team has the opportunity. It is the same thing that we say about football, the old phrase, any given Sunday. Well, here in the wrestling world, it's any given match. You could lose. Suave has just turned it around, and he was happy shaking his hips, but Neal just stomped out the foot, reversed it, and broke him down. Suave, again, not really concentrating on what's going on, in my opinion. Arrogance has a name. His name is CB Suave. Jeff Lewis Neal is not concerned about that because his job is to retain the championship. Suave trying to get back up to his feet. A stomp of the foot and it drives Suave down. He drops him out to the ground. No. Stomps out on the hands. And a deep arm drag. Bars out the arm. There's a tag by the Fight Club. And now it is Adams. Adams showing that he can shake his hips too. Suave had been doing it earlier, but now it's Adams' turn. And he does it again. Suave he uses the point of the elbow to break the grip, turns it into a wrist lock, but Adams immediately turns it back down. Suave down to the mat, and it looks like he might be in trouble. Fight Club is in full control of what's going on right here. Drives full weight down across the back of the elbow. Not a good place to be taking impact. Dislocate your arm, well, at least the forearm, quite easily off of the second rope. And a quick shot across the forearm of Suave. They are working that arm out. And now there's Jeff Lewis Neal, who is showing off the wiggle of the hips. They are just giving a wrestling lesson to CB Suave right now. Darkmon out there reaching. He's stretching. Look, you hear him say, reach. He wants to get into this match. Angel is pleading for Suave to do something to get back into this. Angel potentially could have the night of her life, professionally speaking. But it doesn't look good right now as Suave is in trouble. Eric Adams taking over, and they are now working that left arm. And by the time Suave gets done, his left arm may not be good for much. Adams calling for a little old school. He's measuring out that arm. And by old school, he's giving a little bit of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes elbow drops, and a big one right across the chest. One. Surprisingly, Suave had enough to kick out. Darkmon was about to make his way in there. Suave has something left in the tank. A tag by the Fight Club. Jeff Lewis Neal comes in. Yes. And at his first opportunity, he breaks free and dives for the tag. Here comes the Darkmon. And after ducking that clothesline, Jeff Lewis Neal's in control, catches the foot, does the Darkmon duck underneath. And now just rapid shots. Big right hands, a series of them, off into the ropes, ducks underneath, catches Suave on the outside, but no, and a stiff right hand, right into the jaw of Jeff Lewis Neal. And if anybody you want to be careful of, you want to be careful of the Darkmon. Because if we got a power man on this team, it is this gentleman right here. I have seen him in matches where it has taken the combined effort of 6 other wrestlers just to get rid of him. So if that doesn't tell you something about the power of the Darkmon, I don't know what will. Suave's been tagged back in. Jeff Lewis Neal fighting back. And a quick rake of the eyes. This is where Suave wants to be. He wants that control. Face first to the turnbuckle. Now, again, face first to the turnbuckle, taking coast to coast. Sends him out. Goes for a big splash. Tags out to Eric Adams as Jeff Lewis Neal gets out of the way. Adams charges in with an elbow. Uppercut there, but he uppercutted him right into his corner. Surprising by the Fight Club that they would allow that to happen. The tag is made. It's too late to think about it now. The Darkmon is legally in. And Adams, who's not afraid, give him credit where credit is due. As big and as intimidating as the Darkmon is, Adams is not backing down a bit. There's the lockup, and it's like 2 bulls in the middle of the ring locking horns. They are going. Who's going to give way? Neither man gives way. Darkmon actually turns into a side headlock, and he's cranking down on the side of that head. Adams stomps the foot and now drives elbows into the midsection, but it is still not enough to break the grip of the Darkmon. There's a shot The second one, third one to the abdomen, to the ropes. Forearm shot. The Darkmon does not go down. Back into the ropes for momentum. A second forearm shot. Here it goes back again. There you see Angel grab the foot, and a big foot comes across the jaw of Adams from the Darkmon. Goes for the cover. One. No. It was a big, powerful foot that Eric Adams caught, but it's going to take more than that to stop the Fight Club. I know I just sang the praises of Darkmon as his intimidating and powerful force, but do not shy away from what the Fight Club brings to the table. Fight Club, it's in the name. They are willing to fight any team that comes across them. Adams back up to his feet. Knee lift by the Darkmon, and a forearm shot with authority drives Adams down to the mat. Darkmon hoists him back up. There he is, drags him out by the arm, tags out the CB Suave, and holds him open so Suave can get that quick shot, forearm shot across the back. Adams is in bad situation right now. Drags those eyes across the top rope. Now Adams is in a bad way because he's in the wrong corner and he can't see. Suave is not doing that pretty blatant choke on the inside. And now we got Darkmon doing a blatant choke on the outside, although the referee has not noticed it. And here comes Suave coming in. And I can only imagine that Jeff Lewis Neal was trying to get to his partner right there and he just could not make it because of the referee. Suave and Darkmon took advantage of that. The tag team championships seemed like they could be slipping out of the grasp of the Carolina Fight Club and into the clutches of Darkmon and CB Suave, and more importantly, into the clutches of Angel. Suave latches down on the traps of Eric Adams there. Adams trying to get himself back up to his feet. Couple of shots right there into the abdomen. A kick to the ropes. Suave breaks him down. And a drop kick. Almost like a lifting drop kick there. 1, 2. Tag out to the Darkmon. Darkmon back into the ring. Big stomps. I said it earlier with the Dirty Blonde. Sometimes it's the little things. And when you're that big and that powerful, little things like just a stomp across the chest have as much impact as a plancha from the top rope. Adams tries to shoot him in reverse by the Darkmon. And he can't. Oh! Big spine buster. 1. And Jeff Lewis Neal came in for the save. And I have to think that if he did not charge in there, this match would be over. He might have caught a little bit of Angel on that side, but those tag team titles were hers if Lewis Neal had not been aware about where his partner's danger zone was. And I would think that Eric Adams might be running in the red right now. He is in a bad way. Darkmon is all over him. Lewis Neal is chomping at the bit to get a tag. He is hoping that his partner can survive this onslaught and get out there. The Darkmon is clearly choking him out in the corner, but he does not care. He knows that he has to break it on the count of 5. Headbutt drives Adams down in the corner. And now Adams looks like a rag doll in the corner there. Darkmon is just in full control here. Looks like he's sizing him up from one side of the ring to the other. Gonna charge across. Goes for a big splash, but there's nobody home. Right hand, a second one. Adams, surprisingly, got something left to fight back with. He tried to charge in, but he caught a big, nasty clothesline for his trouble. And again, Jeff Lewis Neal in there, aware that his partner is in bad shape right now. Comes in for that save. I'm no mind reader, but I would think that Angel has got to believe that those tag team championships were hers right there. Darkmon just comes in, sits down right across the back of Eric Adams while his throat is draped across the middle rope. Jeff Lewis Neal desperately pleading, trying to get his partner back into this thing somehow, some way. And he charges in for a kick, he being Darkmon, and he missed. Top rope, and he just caught himself. And that may have been the opening that Adams needs. That could be the window for him to get out of this thing. And he's crawling, desperately crawling, trying to get to his partner. Suave has got his arm reached out as well, so now we got a little bit of a race. As slow as it may be, it is a race. Adams makes the tags to Jeff Lewis Neal. CB Suave has been tagged by the Darkmon, but Adams is now out. Lewis Neal is in, and he is cleaning the house. A couple of shots on Suave. Turns him around. Neck breaker. Neal caught Darkmon for good measure coming in there too. Now kicking the guts, and Jeff Lewis Neal is now trying to just clean house as best he can, looking for a suplex, and it's going to take the both of them. Adams back in. Big suplex. And the Darkmon, I'm not sure if he's used to getting punishment like that. He tried to step out of the ring, but he caught his foot. And this is the opening that the Fight Club's looking for. Right hand by Adams. An iron claw by Jeff Lewis Neal. Super kick to the jaw, sends him down. Claw still attached. 2, 3. The Carolina Fight Club have managed to successfully defend and survive another day. Angel tried to get over and save the Darkmon. And you can see that she is distraught. She's upset. Well, what could have been the best night of her professional career has now taken a nosedive. Not for the worse, but certainly not what she wanted. Fight Club in the ring doing their traditional in-ring stuff. They have just successfully defended. They got the belts out, and they pretty much have laid them out for the next challenge to cross the line, figuratively speaking. Darkmon, who got his leg tangled in the rope with bad luck there. He didn't know where he was right there. He didn't even want Angel's help right there. And he heard him yelling back there, "Where were you?" Angel did not get there in time. CB Suave was not enough to survive the onslaught of the Fight Club single-handedly. So the tag team championships are now off the table. There's one thing left. Angel has one more opportunity to capture a championship for her army, even though it's an army of one right now. There's the Fight Club celebrating with their fans.
Come on, we want to hear you the best.
Big favorites at APCW, the tag team champions. And I know that we've got more great matches from these two guys coming up. More great defenses coming up in the future. It is main event time. Third time's the charm. Apparently, Angel's out for the third time of the evening. She has been all over this show. Number one Contenders match, tag team championships, which did not go necessarily the way that she had hoped. But if she can manage to score a victory here, then 2 out of 3 ain't bad. out. Sean Sims coming back out there. He's a little cleaned up now, but just as mean and nasty as he was earlier. We hear the introduction to music of the APCW champion. Quite frankly, may be the most sought-after man in the promotion's history. And we've had a couple of champions at APCW thus far, but I'm not sure if anyone has had the bullseye on their chest as that man, Damien Bennett. Tommy Penirelli. Friends like the Bulldog, James Dillon. Former champion, J.R. Reynolds. Sean Sims and others, they just keep coming one after the other. So let's readdress the situation here in that before this match took place, the scheduled opponent was Zane Stevens, who was going to challenge for the championship. Of course, that match has not taken place. Stevens did not make it. And the award of the number one contendership went to the number one contenders match earlier in the night. So Damien Bennett had no idea which man he would be facing for the championship, yet still was willing to go in and defend his title against an unknown factor. Because now we know that it is Sean Sims, and he's mauling Bennett in the corner. And as I was saying, we now know that it is Sean Sims who's going out for a second time. He is deadly focused on winning this championship. There's the lockup. Bennett trying to force him over, but I don't think he's going to win that, and Sims just proved it right. And again, mauling him in the corner, and you see Bennett having to take a breather here. Damien Bennett, one of the most determined and focused wrestlers I've had the opportunity to call a match for, but the times that I've seen him wrestle, he's wrestled off against what we would determine as other catch-as-catch-can wrestlers. I've not seen him against a bruiser like Sean Sims yet. This will be a new territory for him as far as I'm concerned, especially as it relates to him being the champion. Rolled through by Bennett. Nice leg trip, goes for the cover. No, try to get one real quick. And maybe that is what he has to do. But in the same token, and there's applause by the audience here, but in the same token, I would say that Sean Sims may have to go for that quick win. He does not need to let this match go an extensively long amount of time. I would imagine that Angel has given him some instructions to that matter as he just countered that side headlock into a big side suplex. Angel is wanting to get this championship back into her clutches, and Sean Sims may be the man to do it. As he comes on the outside, Angel's fanning himself profusely. Bennett catches him coming over in an uppercut. Ooh, that big chop and forearm shot, you can hear it sounding off. Lays first into the side of the apron. And before he goes back in, he hears the call of the people, do it one more time. And Damien Bennett obliges the fan base. You can hear Angel saying, "That's not legal, is it?" Hook in the leg. Sims out at the 1 count. He is he's not going to stay down long if he has any say-so in the matter. Now he hooked that arm up into a hammerlock. Bennett driving knees down onto the forearm and the elbow.
He said no. He said no.
This, again, may be what Bennett has to do. He's adjusted rather quickly. He's grounded his opponent, and they got him hooked into a wrestling match where the size and the power of Sean Sims has been effectively neutralized. Angel's pointing to the foot on the outside. Sims had enough ring awareness to get his foot over to the bottom rope. Nice uppercut by Bennett. Got fans out here chanting relentlessly, Angel is a crybaby. But I do not think that she will be crying should Sean Sims be successful in this match. Big chop across the chest of Bennett. Calling for her to be quiet. Drops another one right there across the chest again. And whoa! Big Beal out of the corner, just tossing him across the ring. Referee's getting the count in. Sims drives that shoulder block, rolls out, turns around, another one. Now he's looking for some momentum off one side to next, and he missed. He was looking to get a full head of steam and drive that shoulder and possibly just nail Damon and drive him into the turnbuckle the way he was coming. But Bennett was too fast, got out of the way, and Sims caught his shoulder to the post. And this is a dangerous spot for Sims as he just caught several punches and kicks by Damien Bennett. Forearm shot. You can see Angel out there pacing back and forth in the corner of the screen here. And there's panic. There's panic coming across Angel. Sims just catches one on the top of his head. Bennett trying to size him up for the next big move. Reversal by Sims. And a bear hug. We've seen him do this before, where he will readjust his opponent. Looks like he's attempting to do so right now. He's got him hooked in, and a couple of shots right there to the ribs. And look at that power. Look at that power out of the bear hug position, suspended. Turns him over into a quick suplex. Sean Sims choking him out on the ropes. He breaks before the count. Reversal. Hip toss. Rolled through by Bennett on Sims, and he turns it into a suplex. That is vast wrestling knowledge there by the champion. He goes for a cover, but Sims still got something left. On paper, you would think that Sean Sims is at a bit of a disadvantage having wrestled earlier in the night, but I would estimate that those high impact moves of Sims is probably taking a lot out of the champion also. A couple of shots to the abdomen. Charges off, tries to go for a high cross body, caught by Sims. Sims winds him up, turns around to a sit out Uranage. That slam may do it. No. Angel's saying that was a 3. She's desperate to get that 3 count in. She wants this match over with. Now again in the turnbuckles, and Sean Sims just kind of mauling away at Damien Bennett. And it looks like he's getting ready to size him up for another big move here if he can. Bennett sees him coming in with a kick, meets him with that kick in the abdomen. Now a couple of shots across the, oh. I was going to say he was meeting him with a couple of shots across the back, but 3 big shots by Sean Sims just drove Bennett down to the mat. Sims shoots him off to the ropes with authority. Tension man charges with that big avalanche. And the champion does not look good right now. And she's happy. Look at that. She just said it. I'm so happy. I think Sean had to slow this down just a touch. He's got him hooked into that arm bar. He's got his arm cupped underneath the chin, around near the throat. Referee's getting in there, making sure that's not a subtle choke there. Bennett trying to find his way out of it. He's attacking the kneecap, the right kneecap of Sean Sims. And that was enough to get him free. Damien Bennett is a thinking man's wrestler. You have to give him that. He's always thinking of some new way to counter and get out of stuff. And sometimes it may not be pretty, but it's effective. Into the ropes. That's Damien Bennett. No. And he walked into a brick wall there. Came off full throttle, and Sean Sims met him and hit him so hard that he had to roll out to the floor to catch his breath. And now Sims is joined with the referee as Angel comes around and looked like she gave him a kick into the abdomen as well. And believe me when I tell you, Angel has managed enough wrestlers to know which shots are going to take some air away from you. It's not a random thing that she goes kicking for the abs. She's trying to take some of that breath away from him. Bennett is determined to keep this title. He gets up with a knee up, and now some forearm shots. Axe kick across the back, and he just dropped Sims to the floor. Amazing. Now Angel's how quickly the tide turns, and she's come over and she's almost sounds like she's pleading with Sims to get up. Now we got Bennett getting Sims up. He could have just as easily attempted a count-out victory here, but he wants to win this too. No. I think he wants to put to bed that he could beat Sean Sims. Says she can't take much more of this. He just set him down and he's going up. He's up on the elevator heading to the top floor. Referee's saying you got to come down, and that's what he's planning on doing. But not the way that he anticipated. Bennett had been putting many a man away with that big splash on the top rope. Angel saying we got him now, and this is the window that she's looking for. Saying that he just missed his big calling card. He just missed the big shot from the top rope. But will it be enough? Sims is now trying to size him up as Bennett is getting up on that corner, and he charges in with that shoulder block. And he's got him draped in the ropes, and Sean still hurting from going out to that floor. Oh! And another one. But Sean Sims knows the opportunity that he has in front of him and is trying his best to shake off whatever pain that he's dealing with right now. He's going back again, third time, comes off with a big hip attack. And again, Sean is hurting, but it's okay. There we go, 2 count. I'm saying Sean is hurting, but it's not enough to hold him down. I said Bennett was determined. Sims is determined too, having wrestled a 3-way earlier. And now right into this match, falling onto the hard concrete floor, taking several shots on the shoulder, the back. He is looking to find something. Oh! Looking for a big splash, trying to drive that body weight down on Bennett, but it wasn't enough. Sean may be out of gas. Determination can only push you so far. I don't know what he's got left. Angel is outside saying Sean. She wants him to get back up to his feet, as does Damien Bennett. He's calling for him. He wants the big man up. He gets up and he walks into a forearm shot. A second one. And a super kick right there, square into the abs, taking that breath away again. Knee left. And Bennett has just driven Sean Sims down. Sean is trying everything he can to get back up to his feet. He's grabbing the ropes, dragging his body back up to a vertical base, looking for an exploder. And no! Elbows. A third elbow. He breaks that grip, goes for a big right hand, but he gets caught in the move that Bennett was trying for originally. He just caught it with that exploder suplex, drove him down. And now Bennett, I can see the look on his face. He's looking up to the sky. He's trying to get this thing over. Angel is fanning herself profusely on the outside. You can see her up in the corner. She's telling her, no, don't get up there. And now it's Bennett up to the top rope. Comes down, full impact. High impact. 1, 2. No. Somehow, Sean Sims found a way to get out of it, but Penirelli's not in the ring. He's just broken this thing up and a spine buster. This match is over. This match is over. Now you hear Angel out there saying, "What are you doing?" And it looks like Penirelli is not going to let this go. Whether he won that #1 contendership or not, he is not letting this go. He's saying it's his spot. Sims back up to his feet, and he shoves Penirelli, the former champion, and the two of them are now getting into a brawl. Well, Damien Bennett will retain, but he'll retain through disqualification as Penirelli just got himself involved in the match, even though I'd have to go back and look at the footage. He might have just made a split-second save to Sims coming in attacking the champion. Sims got that shoulder. Either way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because Penirelli broke this up. Angel, she's kind of reiterating, you just cost us the title. Now we got Kingsley came out for the save here, and the two of them are taking care of Big Sean Sims. And they just drove him out over the top rope and onto the floor. Thank goodness for friends like Jordan Kingsley.
You know you're a dead man, right? Your ass is dead. You're next, Tommy.
Bennett is saying it next, and Penirelli just got the microphone.
Shut the music off. I'm next. You're dead man. I'm next. You're next. You've been avoiding me for much of the fun. Come on. Now, everybody here knows I am the first ever APCW heavyweight champion. I was screwed by you. I've beaten every man that's ever stepped through these doors, including, well, listen, I'm not even going to say it, but I know I can beat Robert Gibson too. Now, I've beaten every single person that has ever stepped through these doors, and you know it to be true.
There's Robert Gibson, the Hall of Famer, one half of the legendary Rock and Roll Express, and you got Penirelli saying, I could beat you too.
APCW. You Harley Quinn little maggot. Let me tell you something. You ever step in my way again, and I got no problem putting you through the concrete. As for you, big dumb Momo, yeah, you come next to me, I'll kick you square in the nuts. I'm gonna deal with you later. You little earthworm, I got your little ass. Your ass is mine.
So we got Penirelli. I think I said it earlier that Penirelli is an island unto himself. He is not interested in making friends at all. What he is interested in is recapturing, one way or the other, the APCW Heavyweight Championship. Sean Sims probably feels as if he was cheated, and rightfully so. And Angel's disappointed. She had a win earlier tonight. They lost the tag team championship. They looked like she was at least, her man was still in contendership for winning the APCW championship. I mean, I guess we'll never know at this point whether he could have made a comeback or not. But ultimately, that man there, Damien Bennett, survives. He lives to tell the tale. He's going another day. So that is it, folks. For updates on everything that's going on, go visit the APCW Facebook page for dates, information about the wrestlers, and other things like that. So long, everybody.